Hey there everyone, it's Dillon. Welcome back to today's writing advice. Today's writing advice is learn how to incorporate foreshadowing into your work. So foreshadowing, what it is you are alluding to a future event that hasn't happened yet using current events or previous events to hint at what's to come. So when you do this, it's kind of tricky. It's really tricky because like if you can't just say, oh hey, character A is going to fall down a flight of stairs in 2 chapters, and then 2 chapters later they fall down a flight of stairs, and like, yes, I use foreshadowing. No you didn't. What you got to do is you got to like set up the stairs in like an unsafe way. So like previous chapters, when they're walking up the stairs start creaking, or like there's like they notice that there's like toys on the stairs, and like, oh man, these stupid toys, blah blah blah. And then later on they trip on one of the toys and they fall down the stairs, right? That's foreshadowing. That's setup and payoff, right? And so you got to learn how to do that because it adds a layer of interest. It adds a layer of intrigue to the story. So a lot of people when they read, they want to they're following along, but then they're thinking of like, oh hey, like what's gonna happen next, right? They're trying to piece together the story. So if you can figure out a way to like tell them what's coming without actually like stating, hey, again, he's gonna fall down a flight of stairs in 2 chapters. If you can introduce these elements, these different elements of like maybe maybe the person has like a foot injury, or maybe like there's a bathroom next to the stairs, and like they're taking just got out of the shower, and like they're rubbing the towel over their face as they're walking out. Then again, to do the toy thing, they trip on a toy and they fall down the stairs, right? If you introduce each one of those elements individually across a series of chapters, then in a future chapter you can put all of them together to result in this scene where they fall down the stairs, right? And that makes it interesting because people who are just reading it on a base level, they're just following along, and then all of a sudden the person falls down the stairs and it's like, oh my god, that's shocking. But for people who are reading a bit more in depth and who are trying to put the pieces together as they read, they're like, wait, hold on, okay, so there's some stairs, okay, and then there's a bunch of toys, and they keep talking to the kids about picking the toys up, okay, and then they're taking a shower, right? And then they're just like, they just start remembering things and they start putting the pieces together. And it's rewarding to those readers when the guy falls down the stairs, because like, oh yes, of course, I knew that was I can see how that was going to happen because of all these things that happened beforehand, right? So you got to have foreshadowing in your work, and you got to learn how to use it subtly, because again, if you're just like super obvious with it, people are just going to look at you like, really? You got to trust your audience to be able to figure it out.